Okay, I'm going to show you how to get your profit margins around the 50% mark. So if you're spending 10, you're making 10, okay? I'm asking you to give me 4 minutes, and if I haven't proven my case to a certain degree, then dislike the video, comment below that I'm a rodeo clown and I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, with that being said, let's move on. Look, guys, all these videos out there, that's wonderful. They tell you where to go shop and how to get a discount. I think that's fantastic, but what they're not telling you is the other 80% of the story. So let me get straight to the point. Let's look at Home Depot, Lowe's, Marshalls, J.C. Penney's, and Sears, and just those are some examples, okay? Here's how I do it, okay? And this is the part they're not telling you. I go down there and I befriend their employees. I am dead serious. I'm in your face. How are you doing? How long have you had the job? How are things going? And from there, what I do is I get these people to work for me. Okay, a lot of people are young. They're not making that much money. I mean, what are they making, 10 an hour? And so what I do is I turn them into my employees. Look, you know what? I've got a business, and I don't tell them any too much about my business, but what I tell them is I've got a business. I'd like to, I would like to give you money if you can help me out. And what I need to know from you is, one, you have a system. Most of these retail stores have a system where they start discounting by the week. So it keeps going down 10, 20, 60% of something may not be selling. And so I tell them, I said, look, I'll offer you cash money or we can PayPal it after we get comfortable. And what I need you to do is I need to know when these trucks are coming in and when you're putting these products out there. I know you as an employee have the ability to keep things reserved for yourself in the back. I know as an employee that you get employee discounts. And so what I want to do is pay you for that privilege. Okay? So if you're making 10 an hour, let me put it to you this way. I'll offer you, 10 and 20, maybe even up to $50, depending on what you're doing for me. And if you look at that and you're making 10 an hour, that's like you working almost a whole day for 50 bucks. And I'm paying for that for you, okay, on top of what you're already making there. So that's what I do. I negotiate a price that's reasonable. I get these guys to hold these products for me in the back. I get them to tell me when the trucks show up. I get them to use their own discounts in order to get these products when they're on sale. And a lot of times what I most frequently do is I get them to shoot photos and they contact me by phone. Hey man, look, we've got a truck in and some of the stuff is discount and they already know what I'm looking for. Once we establish that relationship, hey man, I'm looking for Nike shoes. I'm looking for only common sizes, okay? So we'll start at around 9 and we'll go through about 10, 10 and a half. Those are my ranges. Anytime you think you've got something and you've got at least, and you have to set a standard of how many items you're looking for, say 5, 6, 7, I want you to call me. And if you can hide the product, hide it. If not, delay. And I'll be straight down there. Once you build that relationship with these employees and get them working for you and texting you, your ass is not running around all day long looking for sales. So what you're doing is you're out there cherry picking like the rest of the clowns that are giving you advice. So you're out there cherry picking the leftovers, okay? You've got to step up your game. If you really want to do this, then you've got to make these people work for you. Look, these kids, man, and young adults, 23, 25, once a week, they could, they'll text or email me or whatever they've got to do to tell me about the product. So I've proven my point already. So just based on that information, you already know where this video is going to go. So here's your opportunity. Go ahead and dislike it and leave if you don't understand it. If you do understand where I'm going with this, I would suggest watching the rest. Okay. So once I have that established relationship, we establish a price point on that. And I want you to keep in mind 10, 20, crisp $20 bills, to these guys. Sometimes a lot of money. $50 may seem like a lot of money to you. Let me ask you a question. I go in there and I wipe out 20 pairs of shoes, okay? How big a deal do you think $50 is in the grand scheme of me making on a margin of 50%? It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's not like I'm hiring them to work for me 80 hours a week. In fact, that's probably just a little bit under what I would pay somebody to do packing and shipping for me. So you know what? And then you're getting advice. So you're getting your discounts. The products are hidden. You're controlling that store. You're controlling the employee. You're getting their discount, and you're not having to ride around like a rodeo clown. Seriously. Once you establish these relationships, then you have to systematically take on more and more stores, and that's what I do. Is once I dominate a store, I try to get 1 to 2. Okay, let me tell you something. This stuff it tends to flower and expand. They'll tell a coworker, okay? And that's about as far as I let it go. So look, you can tell one other person, but that's it. Keep it to yourself. Otherwise, you're going to ruin your own game. So once they do that, I've got 2 rotating employees. So no matter when the shipment dates or when the discount days are coming, I have 1 or 2 employees that are going to, at least one of those 2 are going to be on duty that day. And I can guarantee you, by the time your ass gets there to do your uh, basic shopping, you think that you're a real hustler and a real flipper, I've already wiped it out. You know what you're going to do? You're going to come down there and you're going to make you a few dollars because I've already hit it, okay? And that's what I do, and that's the difference between, a pro flipper and an eBay clown, really, in my opinion, because I'm going to beat you at your own game. Another thing I want to tell you is your online sales are important too. You don't need employees with that, okay? These stores, man, they deeply discount and they give free shipping a lot. Let me tell you something. I've got alerts of probably of 70 different stores, and the minute I know that a product is gold, and I look them up, once I know it's gold and it's in the average size range of clothing, or if it's phones, I also do phone stores. Look at Straight Talk. There's a lot of people can't afford expensive phones. Sometimes they allow these phones to go up for 10, 20, $30. I'll pick up 50 of them, and then control that. So, your goal is being able to create listings where you can definitely sell more than 1 pair of shoes. You guys are going out there going and getting 1 item at a time, and then once it sells, the listing dies, and so does the ranking. So you have to think about, doing things more in bulk and getting that. And I mean, you spend the time, spend a couple of weeks out there, getting to know these people, setting up arrangements, building your relationships, get all of them to get on PayPal. And what you can do with them is, once they've got their PayPal, get them to get a PayPal card. That way you can start sending the money for them to literally check the shit out before you even get there. That means you're just meeting in the parking lot to get it out their trunk. I would trust that to a certain dollar amount, okay, in case they decide to run off on you. But here's the leverage you have. They work at the store and they're probably violating their own policy. So they're willing to risk being fired and all that over a few $100s that I'm sending them. I've never had the problem. Um, Once you're able to build out all these lists, then what you're doing with your days, instead of riding around 1 garage sale at a time, picking up a lipstick or 2, and making a few dollars, I tend to target items where I know that I'm getting at least 50%. The margin asset, my minimum margin to make is $10. Okay, so if I'm not making at least $10 profit, and what I mean by $10 profit, I mean profit. That means after all the eBay fees. That means after I'm paying an employee or 2, then I need to be making 10. Now we both know, and for those that are professionals know, if you have the right packing and taping system going, you should be pumping out 1 package every 3 minutes. If you're terrible, 8. If you're 5, you're getting there. You're semi-pro. That means for each person working for me, we can turn and burn about 60 packages an hour. Okay. Do the numbers on that, times that by 10, okay? And then you start to see the numbers. And then once you get that magical number where you're making about $200-300 an hour, take out 33% for the federal government, and that also includes your $80 for your employer, or 100 or whatever you're going to pay them, and you'll end up on the right side. Understanding business is a very important part of this, and I'm going to go over in detail the type of equipment you're going to want to really accelerate this, and the 2 key employees you need to do. If you don't set mandatory minimums of what you need to make, you're never going to be a successful business. You're going to burn out, selling BS, to be frank with you. You're going to be selling a bunch of dollar store stuff, getting $2 or $3 at a time, and you're going to be so excited you got 300 orders that lead to nothing but a bunch of garbage sales. You're just going to drive yourself crazy. Benchmark yourself. If you're not going to make $10 off the product, don't fool with it. Okay. All this dollar store trying to resell Dawn soap and all this other stuff, man, is a complete joke. You guys out there, you can do clothing, but you need to know what kinds. And let me tell you something. A lot of people are making these videos about what to buy. Let me tell you something. It's not about what you're buying and what's necessarily hot, okay? What it's about is how much money you're actually going to make off of what you're selling. If I'm making, $10 or $20 profit off of each item I'm selling, I'm a hell of a lot more successful than you selling your Gucci shoes 2 or 3 times, in a day. That's just what it comes down to. And what's hot is it may not be hot later. So in other words, every item I buy, I'm guaranteed a really good return on it. So why would I go around chasing trends? if you don't have a supply of that. I mean, none of my employees can guarantee me a supply of anything. So chasing trends is chasing garbage. You should be chasing your profit margins, man. That's where all these videos get it wrong. And then they give you, oh, run down there and just start, zapping everything with Amazon, check the barcode, see what your margins are, blah, blah, blah. And they leave it at that. They don't tell you what they're actually really doing. I only know, I'm pretty sure only a handful of those guys out there understand what I'm doing. And once you do it, you own it. So I lock down the store. Even Walmart, they have a discount aisle. I don't care if the lady's 65. I'll work out a deal. Look, these people don't make a lot of money. I'll work out a deal. Look, man, when you get certain items here on that rack, put that stuff back in the warehouse. Delay it. Keep it on the rack. Give me a call. I'll be down there in 5 minutes, and I'll buy it all. Okay? You only need 1 or 2 employees to absolutely wreck a store and make plenty of money. But if you want to ride around, in your Pinto and keep on pricing one item at a time and then spending 50 hours a week looking for stuff, go ahead. Because what it is when you're riding around doing all that, what you are is you're the person at the Taco Bell window, okay? You want to make $6 an hour, go for it. What I do is I turn these people into employees. And let me tell you something. The only Taco Bell window I'm working through is my phone. They're only calling me when they have something that I'm ready to prepared to buy. So if you want to play the game, then play it. If you want to make money, then start your benchmark for making a profit at around 10. Okay, you might start a little lower at 750 or maybe even 5. But if you don't start advancing that within 5 to 6 months, and where you're getting over the 750 into the $10 mark, you're never going to be able to grow your business big enough, because by the time you figure everything out as a business, if you're not making at least 40% the money that's being pushed through your business after you pay out everybody, including Uncle Sam, then there's no possible way you're going to expand. And a lot of you guys are working off 8 and 10% profit margins. I mean, you're running a sweat factory, and you're having to pay people in cash $8 an hour. Look, you guys need to learn how to pay your employees $15 an hour. And the only way you can do that is getting products that make you over $10 profit, 15 and 20. And do that, and just stay away from all the silly stuff. You're hanging out at the dollar store trying to flip cheap garbage. Are you kidding me? Look, make these people work for you. That's the best advice that I can give you. Look, I turned and burned in 8 months about, what was it, 80, 90,000. So, I mean, obviously, if I'm moving 10K a month, it is hard. Let me tell you something. When you switch over to doing a system like I'm talking about, be prepared to spend 8 months to a year. But once you do your time, and you get to where you need to be with that, you never have to look back, okay? So there's no burning out. So your whole job after you get your employees will be simply sourcing the product, riding around and doing easy shit. Maybe even hanging out, getting a cheeseburger, and then just controlling that while you have people doing your listing, doing your shipping, and all that. And that's how you don't burn out. That's these guys that are making $1 million because they understood business and they understood the art of dealing with people and making employees of other stores work for them. Well, look, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I proved my 4 minutes of fame with that. But that's what none of these guys are going to tell you. All right, bye.